The Wild West was a time of lawlessness, where outlaws roamed the land and legends were born. Among the gunslinging bandits, one name stands out for his unique approach to crime: Black Bart. Black Bart, whose real name was Charles Earl Bowles, was a man of many talents. He was not just a criminal, he was a poet, a gentleman, and a master of disguise. Born in 1829, Black Bart grew up in New York before heading west during the gold rush. He sought fortune and adventure in California, but found his calling on the open road. The backbreaking labor of mining didn't appeal to him. Instead, he saw an opportunity in the stagecoaches that transported gold and money. Adopting the name Black Bart, the gentleman bandit, he became known for his courteous demeanor and refusal to resort to violence. Black Bart's robberies were theatrical masterclasses. He staged his heists with meticulous planning and a touch of showmanship. Draped in a long duster coat and a flour sack mask, he'd calmly stop Wells Fargo stagecoaches, presenting his gun but rarely using it. His true weapon? Poetry. Black Bart left behind verses that mocked his pursuers and entertained the public. Imagine this: you've just been robbed and find a note left behind. The shock of the robbery is compounded by the discovery of a cleverly written poem, signed by Black Bart himself. "I've labored long and hard for bread, for honor and for riches, but on my corns too long you've tread, you fine-haired sons of BS." These lines, filled with wit and defiance, became his signature. Signed, Black Bart, the poet. His notes were more than just taunts, they were a form of self-expression. His witty notes taunted authorities and entertained the public. Newspapers eagerly published his verses, making him a folk hero. Starting his spree in 1875, Black Bart amassed a small fortune without spilling a drop of blood, but in 1883, his luck ran out. Captured after a botched robbery, he was sentenced to 6 years in prison. After serving his sentence, Black Bart disappeared, his fate unknown. Some say he returned to a quiet life, while others believe he continued his adventures under a new identity. Black Bart's exploits symbolize the romanticized Wild West outlaw. He defied the norms of his time, using intellect and creativity. His poetic flair and nonviolent approach made him a legend, weaving his story into American folklore. So, next time you think of outlaws, remember, it wasn't all about guns and gold. Black Bart's story is a reminder that sometimes the pen truly is mightier than the sword. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating tales from history.